Andrew's plan B from dating apps to wild parties as Sarah Ferguson packs up. The former prince has a surprising take on his public fall from grace, telling friends that he is freer than he's been in decades and making jokes about signing up for dating apps. It might be assumed that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor had hit rock bottom, having been stripped of all his royal titles, evicted from his home, and condemned for his long-standing friendship with a convicted pedophile. Not so, according to friends of the ex-prince. Andrew's fall from grace seems complete. As recently as last week, his connections to Jeffrey Epstein were once again called into question when recently unearthed email sent by Epstein stated that Andrew did know his accuser, Virginia Giuffre, and had been photographed with her, something Andrew insisted he had no recollection of. The emails also disproved the former Duke of York's claims Thotha cut off communication with Epstein in 2010. Now, stripped of his royal titles and honors by his weary elder brother King Charles, experts said the emails are the final nail in the coffin for the former prince. But Andrew is said to have had a very different response. According to insiders, he has been telling friends that losing his titles has left him freer than he's been in decades and that he's ready to start living again. A friend told Radar Online. Andrew's mood has done a complete 180. He keeps saying it's a weight off his shoulders not having to play the royal anymore. He's making jokes about signing up for dating apps, hitting the pub like a regular guy, even throwing parties again. For someone who's been publicly humiliated, he seems oddly cheerful. Another longtime associate added, he's calling this his big reset. Has taken to introducing himself as Mr. Windsor and insists he's more down to earth these days. He laughs that being a commoner suits him. He can live like everyone else, only with a nicer bottle on the table. The 65-year-old is also said to be considering traveling again, in places like the Middle East, and spending time with friends. He keeps saying's free at last, no rules, no restrictions, no palace drama. Meanwhile, his ex-wife Sarah Ferguson, who currently lives with him at Royal Lodge in Windsor, has apparently been told that she must find her own accommodation and will not be given a grace and favor property now. Thatch, too, is no longer a royal. It's an extraordinary reported reaction from the disgraced ex-duke, who, as second son of the late Queen, developed a penchant for finer things in life and has very clearly enjoyed the many privileges and status afforded to him by his birth. Indeed, Suchi's Andrew's level of entitlement, he is reportedly still insisting on HRH titles at Royal Lodge, and is making his staff bow or curtsy when entering a room. Rob Shooter's #Shooter Scoop previously reported that actually nothing has changed inside Royal Lodge. A household insider said, "The butler still says Your Royal Highness, and the staff still bow." Andrews made it clear palace rules don't apply inside his walls. He insists it's his birthright, not something the king can erase. For years, Andrew has been dogged by rumors about his reputation behind closed doors, described by insiders as being both arrogant and entitled, with allegations he would bully and humiliate staff. He is also alleged to have made bizarre requests of royal employees, and would reportedly scream and shout if they were not followed through. One such demand related to the large amount of teddies Andrew insisted on having displayed on his bed while staying at Buckingham Palace. Charlotte Briggs, a former maid who worked at the palace in the mid-90s, said the former prince had a whopping 72 cuddly toys on his bed. She also stated that the ex-duke frequently lost his temper with the staff, especially if it involved his cuddly toys, adding, "It took me half an hour to arrange them, most bizarre thing to be paid for."